Alright, how's everyone doing? Beautiful spring day here. So it's time to install the roof vents. It's starting to get a little warm. It's not warm, it's only getting the 70s, but it's perfect time to get these in before it gets too hot. So obviously that's not the side you want cut out. It's like this side from here to here. And the factory template is actually wider. You can see here. Sorry, I'm one hand. So the cutout, center cutout, you can see it goes way out here and way out here. So I don't want to cut that far. There's no reason for that. This actually inside piece fits snug right up that edge. So I'm going to copy this actually cut out. So what I did is I actually cut it out, but I trimmed it down so it doesn't. You can see there the difference. So it's quite a bit different, smaller hole. And then I used a 1/4" drill bit and I drilled the corners. There's not much of a radius on this, so you don't need like a big hole saw. You just want a tight, nice corner on there. And then I'm using actually an air kind of sawzall. You can use a regular sawzall, anything you want, but I have this Blue Point one, and it's real easy to use. The hat channel is doubled here, so it takes a little bit to get to that hat channel. But then once you get going, it goes pretty nice and smooth. Alright, we got light. So, pieces cut out, like I was talking about earlier. It's about the same width as the opening, so it looks a lot cleaner. No need to get rid of all the extra material. I did have someone ask about, why aren't you worried about water getting through here? So, these are designed to be on horse trailers, on the sides and top, cargo trailers. They do have a gasket seal on that top piece right there. And then when you mount it, this actually sealing surface there, it does come with a foam, like a high density foam gasket right here. Now you could not do this piece if you wanted, and you get a seal like a typical RV with the rooftop sealant or anything else. I'm going to pop rivet this on here, so I'm actually probably not going to use this. I do have some rooftop seal, so I'm going to put a nice little bead around this, and then I'm going to put pop rivets. I've seen other people that do big old like sheet metal screws, and to me that just looks like crap. So I'm going to do pop rivets. So I'll stick it up top there, drill it, and I'll take it back off, and I'll do a little paint on there so it doesn't rust for future. And then I'll just do a dab of sealant around here, and then I'll slip it in the top and pop rivet it. Nice thing about these things, like I mentioned before, so I know it's kind of hard to see because I'm one-handing this, but you can open them multiple ways. So here, hang on, let me get a better shot here. And sorry, I don't edit my videos, I just give it how it is. A lot of people do these super fancy editing, and it's actually pretty cool. I enjoy that. But for some stuff like this, we're all human. We'll just make it work how we make it work. So, as you can tell, it opens up this way, and you can spin around, and you can make it open up the opposite way. So the nice thing about in the truck, I can have this facing forward, and then I can move this lever back, and it'd be facing back to vent out. And like I mentioned, I'm gonna put another one here. So most likely when we're going down the road, this one's gonna be venting, bring the air in. Air will flow through the cab and vent out there, hopefully. If not, we open both of these, and then we just crack our windows a hair. So going down the highway, it'll be nice, and you don't have to have your windows all the way down. So that's the plan. Let me finish up here, I'll show you some more. Alright, first one is in. Now you can see here, see how nice and tight that is? Not much left over there, so it almost looks factory. And then like I mentioned, once we get a headliner, this piece here will go all the way up, and it'll sit flush with the headliner, so like nice and finished. So that's what it looks like on this side. I have not riveted it yet. And then from the outside, you can see there we go. Nice clean finish. That should help get some air in this thing. Obviously it's not going to be the same as AC, but definitely make a difference. So that'll be nice. And like I mentioned, so you can open it this way, you can open it that way. Obviously it'll be better when it's fully secured in there like that, so it vents out. So then you can vent it out the back. Nice. And then if you're worried about locking your stuff up in your vehicle, you can open both these up. It's like cracking the windows, so you can crack the windows too and open these. You get a little more vent in here during the summertime and lock your doors and not worry about anything. So next I will rivet it in place. Oh, sorry about my thumb. My bad. Alright, so as you can see, I did sealant instead of the auto body seal. This is the side that goes into the cab, so this will go flush. Got my rivets there. This sealant is actually a 3M auto body sealant, 085. This is actually for sealing body seams and everything else in the automotive. So this is a good sealant. It lasts a long time. So all we do now is we'll drop this guy in, and obviously once we get it riveted in place, we'll come back and clean up any leftover sealant. So we'll make sure that we drop all these guys in to get all lined up. Like I said, I'm using rivets. Some people I've seen use sheet metal screws. This is just a lot nicer finish. And then once you do this, it might be a good idea to dab a little bit of black silicone if you want to keep this black, or paint a tan, whatever you do, on each one of those rivets too, to keep water from seeping through the center of the shaft on them. So once you're there, come in here, and we'll start riveting. Obviously, you want to make sure you pick up these as much as possible. You don't want it flat. There you go. Next thing you do is you come back and just clean all this up. So I'll clean all that up and be good to go. There we go. All sealed up, cleaned up, good to go. Best stuff to clean anything as far as like windows and other stuff. But yeah, cleaned it with this. So you can see the sealants all the way around there. It's down the center of the rivets. So yeah, on to the next. Alright, first one is done. So nice and clean that looks. No screws sticking through or anything else. Like I mentioned, when we do our headliner, this plastic piece will go just like that, which is almost perfect. So the headliner will look like it's factory. That's going to look really nice. Like I was mentioning, you flip this forward, and you have forward air coming in. You flip it back, you turn this like that, push this down. You have exit air going out. So I don't follow the truck here. So I'm gonna put another one right here. So two in line. So one there and one there. Good to go. So what you think? Yeah, and if you're ever on the trail or in a parking lot, you get one of these stuck on your vehicle. That's us. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, like our content, and share, please. And we'll do more stuff like this. I am gonna get all this little paint off of here. You'll see it flaking off. I will clean that all off. But yeah, that is a clean install. That's how vents should be installed. Have a good one.